if there would be a place y'all would want to go in the Middle East, right, it would be a small country called Jordan, right? And now I'm not talking about Michael Jordan. I'm talking about a little small country down in the Middle East. Now, what I'm about to inform y'all about this country is three types of things, right? The culture, right? The delicious food, right? And the news that is going on, right? And a little bit about why I chose Jordan is because actually my mom is from there, right? And I've actually been there a couple times, and the experience I had was an amazing time, right? So doing a little research on this, actually taking it to the next level, right? The first thing I wanted to get into was the population, right? Now Jordan actually has 9.5 million people that live there. Now that's a lot, right, for a small country down in the Middle East also, right? Now the capital, right, because every country has a capital, every state has a capital, right? It's actually going to be Amman, Jordan. That's actually where my family's from, right? It's actually, the population there is actually 4.5 million, right? It actually grew from the year 1920, right, according to Encyclopedia by Peter Gupsters, right? I probably mispronounced his name, right? From 1920 to 1990s, actually, it times 10s its population, right? It went from 20,000, right, to over to over 4 million, right? So you could imagine, where the population went and the growth went, right? So this city, Amman, is also known for the Palestinian city, right? And the reason why, back in the day, that Israel fluctuated, the Palestinians out of Palestine, right? For them to go move out and actually go move to Jordan, right? So actually now they call it the Palestine city, according to the Encyclopedia by Peter Gupster, right? The second thing I wanted to talk about is how collective, Jordan actually is within each other, right? They actually, they look after each other like family, right? They actually cover each other, right? They actually went underneath 30% under the dimensions, right? On the Hofstede Insight, right? A website that I use. So that really shows the loyalty within each other, right? It really shows, how much one of us, how friendly we are, right? Like a majority of the people here in America, we would say, mean to each other, they use certain terms. Over there, everything is friendly. We all look at each other like family, right? And the language that we speak down there is also Arabic, right? And the most famous religion is also going to be Islam, right? Now, the best part, right? The best part is going to be the food. Now, let me tell you why, right? So, according on the CNN website, right, 10 Foods You Must Try by Jen Rose, she actually put two of my favorite, right? One of them is going to be this thing called mensaf, right? It's a lamb plate, or lamb and rice plate, right, with a side of yogurt. You dip it in, you mix it, it's actually very, very common. It's actually the traditional dish down there, right? So most likely if you were to go down there, that's the plate you would, try. And another dessert that's famously common down there, it's kunafa, right? And what it is basically cream and cheese with shredded pastries, I believe. So we went ahead and talked about, the population. We talked about, the food, the culture. All right, now the next thing I wanted to get into is also the news, right, that actually went down there, right? So the first one is actually the Jordanian princess, right, became the first female to fly a plane, right, or get her license, right? And that's according to Al Jazeera News, January 9th, 2020, right? And what that basically does is it gives people equal rights, it gives the women equal rights for, do what a man's job does, right? We know in the Middle East, they're segregated in that part, right? And another thing is actually the coronavirus, right? There's actually 71 students that actually went to China, right, to study abroad, you might say, actually came back to Jordan, right, according to the coronavirus by Al Jazeera, January 1st, 2020, I'm sorry. And the reason why is, they came back. The good thing that the chief minister actually said that nobody has got infected, right? So that's actually all the things about Amman, Jordan, right? Thank y'all for watching.